wedding day. What sort of person am I going to marry? Is he going to understand me? Am I going to get on with the family? I want you to be a perfect daughter-in-law, perfect wife. And I think up until of the age of 19, where I did get married, I just had so many thoughts, because I always knew I had to get married. You know, from 18 to 19, that was my time slot for me to get married, because all my sisters got married at 18. So from the age of 16, I had in my mind what sort of person I wanted to marry. So not necessarily about what am I going to wear, but the sort of person. So I wanted someone that was going to give me all that love. And I had this idea that who's just going to be this prince that was going to save me.
In the south of Spain, on July 25th, 1928.
In the early hours of the morning, when the moon was still in the sky,
a young bride prepares for her wedding.
As tradition dictates, she would wear dark garments.
Her name was
Francisca Canada Morales.
Casimiro Francisco Perez Pino.
A youth of the district without further heritage.
With noble character.
Straight to work across the field, to a hamlet near the farmhouse where the bride lived.
At that time, and according to custom,
the wedding would take place at 3 o'clock in the morning.
At the church of Faman Perez.
The guests would eat donuts,
roasted chickpeas,
and in this case, 2 sheep,
slaughtered for the occasion.
She was in love with another.
Not the fiancé her father had agreed.
With guests assembled,
and her fiancé rested.
The bride deserted her husband-to-be.
Francisca ran away with the one she loved.
Her childhood sweetheart.
At crossroads, and crouched behind some palms,
Death pounced on them.
Her lover received
3
fatal
shots.
slain by her fiancé's relatives, to save the family's honour.
The bride was strangled and left for dead.
By her own sister.
Shafila Ahmed
Was murdered.
October the 3rd, 2002.
She is held against her will at home and prevented from attending school.
Teachers speak with her father, and she's allowed to return to class.
November the 11th.
Shafila runs away from home.
Her parents report her missing.
She is found in a park and has a meeting at school with her parents.
She spends the night with a friend before returning home.
31st of January 2003.
She runs away from home again.
February the 5th.
Shafila registers as homeless.
Citing fears she will be forced into an arranged marriage.
February the 10th.
Shafila returns home.
February the 18th.
She flies out on a family holiday.
A marriage has been arranged.
Her parents cash in her return ticket.
Whilst there, she swallows bleach and is admitted to hospital.
May.
Shafila returns to Britain.
She attends a clinic for the wound she suffers from swallowing bleach.
September.
She starts her A-levels at a college in Warrington and begins a part-time job.
September the 11th.
Shafila goes missing from her home in Warrington.
Her disappearance is not reported by her parents.
September the 18th.
She is reported missing by a former teacher.
After hearing her younger brother and sister talk about her disappearance.
December the 18th.
Cheshire Police arrest Ophelia's parents on suspicion of kidnap.
5 other relatives, members of the extended family, are arrested for perverting the course of justice.
Everyone is later released.
Without charge. 4th of February 2004.
Workmen find a body on the banks of the River Kent, Sedgwick, Cumbria.
23rd of February.
The body is identified as that of Shafelia Ahmed.
24th of February.
Cheshire Police start a murder investigation.
11th of January 2008.
A 4-day inquest into Shafelia's death concludes with a verdict of unlawful killing.
2010.
A murder inquiry
Is still
Underway.
If I'm going to be so perfect, I'm going to be this perfect wife, perfect daughter. I want the perfect husband, I want the perfect family. And I think that's where I started to then build my own picture of what I wanted.
See, I think I was, and then underpinning all that, you have this ideal about being the Ijjatwali.
Yeah.
You know, you think, oh, I'm going to keep my family happy, I'm going to keep my in-laws happy, my husband's going to be proud of me, and everything's going to be, you know, a bed of roses, but it doesn't.
It
really
doesn't turn out like that.
I've just been to the best wedding yet. It was like something out of a dead romantic movie. And the bride and groom were beautiful. Just like a prince and a princess. Dum 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 dum. Even Sophie was crying when they came in. And they had real musicians in gorgeous long dresses. You see, when I was a little girl, I used to have this dream about my wedding day. I think it's because my nan used to own this Princess Diana wedding doll. She had a Prince Charles one too, but she stuck him in the back of the cupboard facing the wall when they split up. And I was never really much for him. But she was beautiful. And I used to say to my nan, I'm going to be just like her when I get married. My nan. She had the video of it too, and sometimes we'd sit there and watch it together. And she would cry and say,
So sad. They should never have got married. It was a dad who made him, you know.
but I didn't know. I just thought it was me nan just banging on. You know how nans do. I know this is going to sound a bit odd, but I can't wait to get married. I haven't even got a boyfriend yet or anything, but I just think it's dead romantic. The idea of vowing to love someone for the rest of your life, till death do us part and all of that. And my wedding is going to be amazing. Everyone I know is going to be there. And there'll be, yep, a string quartet. And my gorgeous groom, who's a dead ringer for Fernando Torres, will be standing at the altar of Westminster Abbey waiting for me with his blonde, wavy hair brushing his shoulders. And me mum, bless her, she'll be crying loads as she takes her seat. And then me and my dad will pull up in the horse and carriage.
Whoa!
And as the 12 bridesmaids and 6 groomsmen walk towards us, me dad will stand and look at me with a tear in his eye.
You look like a princess. I'm so proud to be giving you away.
And that's the bit that I don't really understand. The idea of giving someone away, as if you don't need them anymore or they've got no use. And I can remember asking my mum, why do dads give the brides away? And she just said,
It's tradition.
But my dad would be dead right about me looking like a princess. I really can't wait to get married. I think it's going to be heaven. It'll be the perfect wedding to the perfect man. And I'll be the perfect wife.
Having a sister is the best and the worst thing that can happen to a brother. I don't really tell her this, but I suppose she already knows. I love her.
Hi!
Way! Most of the time I've got her in a headlock. Or she's yanking on my hair. Ah! Or our mum.
Right.
Has got us both by the ears. Try to separate us. Mum and Dad have raised me up to be the protector. In a way. You know, to look out for my sister and the family. I've got responsibilities financially, domestically, and for the way the community sees us. My family will always come first. My sister's like my best friend. But I tell you, she's got a right gob on her. But I suppose she gets that from Dad. He's always shouting the odds. Beta, listen, I know what's best for you. That's why I always say to my sis that me and her are for life. You know, that whole blood is thicker than water kind of thing. And I do have my family close to my heart. As dysfunctional as we are, we need to stick together. There's no one else but family. That's why I always say to my sis, family's the most important thing in the world and comes before anything else. Me and my sister always have a laugh. She cracks me up and makes me smile and leans on me when she's upset with her friends or something stupid like that. We also have an awesome time, whether we're playing on the Xbox, or she's dragging me to go shopping with her, or we're fighting to sit in front of the car seat.
Shotgun! Yes!
Or we're arguing what to watch on the TV. But we've always got each other's backs. And she always covers for me. If I'm out longer than I should be. My sister will always be part of my life to the day I die, and nothing will come between us.
Shut up, Zach. Lucy stayed round mine last night. It was brilliant. She was coming to my uncle's wedding in Manchester, so we had to get up early. But we couldn't sleep because she was so excited. We were trying on loads of clothes.
Oh, look at this one, it's gorgeous. Oh, this one is definitely much more big.
Doing our hair. And she wanted me to put henna on her, but she wouldn't sit still. I told her, if we get any of this on my duvet, my mum will kill us. My mum's only little, right, but she can be pretty scary. She shouted up the stairs to us.
Chuka! If I have to come up there, there'll be trouble!
Oh, you are such a creep. We're like sisters. We've been best friends since nursery. Lucy thought the wedding was ace. Like a Disney movie, she said. She's such a girl. It was pretty cool though. There was funky music. And tasty food. And the sparkliest clothes ever. Lucy was in heaven. All the way home, she just went on and on about it. She made me promise to be her bridesmaid and that we'd have a joint wedding and a joint honeymoon. As if you take your mate on honeymoon with you. Mind you, that's the kind of thing Zach would do. And you know what? I would take Lucy everywhere with me. We're inseparable. Well, at least that's what everyone says. You think you've got it all worked out? That you're going to meet some Prince Charming and you'll ride off into the sunset together?
Yeah, and?
Oh, yuck. I'm never getting married.
As if.
I'm not. I'm fine the way I am. For now. We'll just carry on the way we are. Me and my dad watching the footy. Goal! Or playing on the Xbox.
Sophie! Come and cut the onions.
And I suppose I'll still help my mum with the cooking. Coming! If I were to get married, it'd have to be a different kind of wedding. We could do a bungee jump or a skydive or something like that.
You're a nutter.
He'd have to be just like me. He'd have to like the football or reading books.
And playing cricket.
Oh, and shopping, of course.
Of course.
It's like I'm always telling you, we shouldn't be thinking about weddings when we're doing our A-levels.
But weddings take ages to plan, so we might as well start thinking about them now.
Yeah, well, our round-the-world trip is going to take longer to plan.
You can go backpacking.
Or do voluntary work in Africa.
Oh, it's going to be ace.
And then we go to uni.
Yes.
Promise me we'll share a flat together.
Definitely.
I'll do the cooking and you can do the washing up.
Thanks.
Marriage. As if. We're still kids.
Hiya, I'm Sally, and I'm a Muslim. I've just converted to Islam. Well, I haven't really converted because I didn't believe in anything before. But it's great having something to believe in. And all what they say about Muslims and women, well, they're chatting bubbles. Because Islam really respects women.